Anthony Edwards out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. Irving up top. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Paul with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside, uses his height extremely well. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
Here's Rose driving inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Edwards. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And here's New Orleans now. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Pierce. Second shot opportunity. Chicago with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Durant with the bucket.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Here's Paul. There's a screen. Pass to Korver. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Rose has got the ball here for Chicago. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Pierce. Here's Nowitzki, covered by Wembanyama. Nowitzki, that one's good.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
Nowitzki's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Rose against Paul. And Rose, the bucket on the assist by Irving. Rose has gotten his second bucket of the game. And it's Paul with the ball for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Korver on the wing. Green. They grab their own miss. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Rose against Paul. Rose can't connect.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, perfect arc on the three-point shot that Paul has. I mean, it really, to me, gives the shot the best chance to go in. You can't shoot flat ones from deep.
To the right side. Here's Rose. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Here's Pierce. No points yet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Not backing up or backing down. Pierce knows he's got to keep going after his shot when the defense is trying to be tight on him.
For Chicago, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Wembanyama. LeBron comes in for Durant, and it's Morris in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here is James. Back to Rose. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
New Orleans trails by 3. Williams passes to Sabonis. Shoots from the line, and that's good for 2.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Rose. Count it. Good. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
32 seconds left in the first. Williams passes to Sabonis. Out left to the wing. Nowitzki. Off target with the 3. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Rose. And a missed layup. Here's Scott. Knocks down the triple.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for Chicago. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
James is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. Here's Scott. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Domantas Sabonis. Jackson out there with Williams. And it's Pierce in at the power forward position. Now here's Morris. No made baskets yet. Here's Scott. And again, New Orleans no good. Chicago with the ball. Inside. And who else? LeBron with the finish.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Williams with it. Jackson outside. And again, New Orleans no good. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Sabonis with a screen on Irving. Williams from long range. Rebounded by LeBron. Chicago leading by 4. Irving, no good. It's Williams, high post. Working on Jokic. A deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Wembanyama's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Durant comes in for James. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Derrick Rose in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Rose. 10 points for him. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Rose. Edwards for three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Edwards has got 7 points.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Here's Nowitzki. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Chicago. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Rose with the bucket.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams passes to Pierce. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Chicago. Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Paul comes in for Williams.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Morris. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And a deep three from Paul. He nails it, and we're tied. He has 6.
I think this is Paul at his best. Has one of the nastiest pull-up jumpers in the game.
Edwards, no good. Here's New Orleans now. Paul taking his time here. 1:37 left in the first half. And that misses. That would have put him up. Nowitzki's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Chicago making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Jokic is checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And stolen by Paul. He takes it in, and he makes it on the layup. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Paul against Irving. That one goes in. And Chicago leads by 1.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the half. Now Paul. Give him 8 from deep. Durant pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
New Orleans trails by 3. Now here's Paul. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Morris deciding where to go with it. Here's Irving. Wembanyama down low. Pass to Durant. Outside Irving. Another shot. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Irving's got 8 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead, up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Derrick Rose is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's James. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. To the inside. Green in the post. Check by James. Great D that time from Jokic. And for New Orleans, we've got Chris Paul. And it's Pierce in at the 3. There's a screen. Pass to Korver. Green with a screen on Jokic. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. And it's Green missing. Chicago leading by 5. Nowitzki, the pass to Pierce. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here.
Pierce not afraid to seek out that contact inside.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. First free throw is good. Morris, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Rose. 12 points for him. Jokic passes to Rose. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Rose has got 14 points for the game.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Here's Pierce. 9 points in the game. They set a pick. The 3. And again, New Orleans no good. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Rose. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Pierce. Chicago making their last shot right at the free throw line. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. James passes to Rose. It's deflected.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Pass to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Timeout, timeout.
11 points in the game.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for Chicago. They lead by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Count that one. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
New Orleans trails by 6. Outside Paul. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Rose. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Paul. Here's Korver. Checked by Sexton. Green, the pass to Nowitzki. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Taking full advantage of the contact. Dirk gets a whistle while in the act of shooting.
The first free throw is good. And New Orleans making a change here. Williams is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Edwards. Outside for Irving. And the shot goes. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Paul. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Chicago leading by 6. Irving finds Edwards. Back to Irving. It's Edwards on the wing. Williams defending. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Edwards. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams from long range sends it home from three-point land.
Chris Paul so smart as a point guard. Any weaknesses in the defense, he's going to exploit.
Irving, the pass to Edwards. Outside for Irving. Pass to Wilkins. And here is Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
26 seconds left in the third. And here's Paul. 11 points in the game. Here's the pick, and there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Chicago ahead, leading by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Colin Sexton out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Second chance shot. Rose. The rebound by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the take. Korver can't get it to go.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Rose with the bucket.
Boy, he's an absolute blur. Derrick Rose, cat-like quickness.
New Orleans trails by 7. Williams passes to Nowitzki. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Rose against Williams. Rose, the pass to Jokic. Outside Durant. Pass to Sexton. Rose against Williams. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A flash of that athleticism yet again. It's clear Rose enjoys getting up and punching it down.
Williams with it. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. He was all alone on that one. Nowitzki's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Jokic. Rose with it. Williams defending. And stolen by Williams. Fires from 14. Chicago with a rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. Sexton finds Rose. Can't hit from in close. New Orleans trails by 4. Williams in the post, guarded by Rose. Williams misses. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago. Chicago's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Wembanyama. And again, New Orleans no good. Chicago leading by 6. Irving with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Back to Irving. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. Over Paul. And it's Irving missing. New Orleans trails by 6. Launches it from deep. Chicago with a rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Softly drops in the floater.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. They set the pick. Ball passes to Nowitzki. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And Irving has got the ball here for Chicago. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Pierce. Pass to Nowitzki. Now Paul. Five to shoot. Here's Korver. Here's Pierce. And he banks that one home.
Ice water in his veins. Pierce wants the ball when the game's on the line because he knows he can deliver.
Irving with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First team foul.
Rose outside. And the layup is good. And Chicago leads by 8.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final, you got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Wembanyama. And that one's on target from the wing.
You've got to love the way Nowitzki demands the ball. He's not asking for it. He's making him throw it to him. When the game's on the line, he wants to be the one to take the shot.
Team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Back to Paul. 3-pointer. No good that time. Ball against Rose. There's the drive. It's good.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best. An attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
And so Chicago takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Derrick Rose.